So good afternoon, it's Patty Bogue, and we are going to do some chair yoga today. So take a comfortable seat. So sit tall in your seat and just kind of sit out away from the back. So you're not leaning on the back of the chair. You want to sit and just close your eyes and grow tall. Think of a marionette, a puppet, and you really want to be lifting your spine nice and long. And then just rest your hands wherever it feels good. If you like to just lay them by your sides, if you want to rest them on your thighs. And then just kind of take stock of you sitting here on this chair. Your body in space. So it's so nice to come home back to Canada. I got to see my mom the other day, and we're going to spend all day and night together on Wednesday and see my mother-in-law. Just come back to the streets that are familiar. So what does home mean to you? Is it a person, a place, a feeling? And when we get still, you know, in our body and our mind, it's like coming home. And we live such busy lives that it's easy to forget that place of home. So just taking a moment to sit still and breathe and get centered is just like coming home. That sense of peaceful acceptance, a place of safety. So just become aware of your feet. So hopefully you've taken off your socks and shoes. And maybe even wiggle your toes a little bit. And then place them back down on the earth and really feel your feet pressing against the earth. What do you feel more? Do you feel your toes? Maybe the mound of the big toe, the heel? Can you feel how the middle of your foot, the arch, you can't feel the floor in that specific area? And then become aware of your sitting bones sitting on the chair. Your hands resting on your thighs or at your sides. And maybe start to notice the air on your skin. Just maybe a little tingling. Can you feel the blood pumping through your veins? So try to take moments every day where you just sit still and you do nothing but observe. And then slowly open your eyes. Good. We're going to take our arms wide and high, reach it up to the sky. And then exhale, bring your hands in front of the heart. Inhale, arms go wide and high. Exhale, hands to the heart. 2 more times. Big inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now inhale the arms up. And this time it's like we're pulling on a bar. We're going to grab on and pull a bar and just bring it down so elbows come in line with your shoulders. And then inhale, reach up. Good. Exhale, grab onto the bar and pull it down. So you're really squeezing the shoulder blades. Good. Inhale, reach up. Good. Grab onto the bar, pull down really slowly like you've got a heavy weight. Good, 2 more times. Inhale up, exhale, pull down like it's super heavy and you're pulling it down. Good, last one. Inhale up. Good, exhale and pull it down. Good, and then just keep your hands up and just spread your fingers wide. Good, maybe give them a little wiggle. Good, and then let your left hand rest on your thigh. We're just going to start to roll the wrist out of your right hand. Just let the wrist roll. Good, keep nice and tall in your spine, belly's pulled in, and then change the direction of your circle. Good, just starting to lubricate the wrists. Good, and then flip your palm up. We're going to take your other hand and reach up and grab your thumb and just give it a little pull. Good, opening up all the joints. Now grab your first finger, give it a little pull. Good, middle finger, give it a pull. Good, ring finger. And the baby finger. Good, and now grab on all of your hands, or your fingers, and then pull back. So you're lifting the wrist up. Try to make sure you get your thumb as well and pull down. Good, now flip the palm over, take your hand and just put a little gentle pressure on top. Good, and then just shake out your right hand, give it a shake. Good, now we're gonna make a fist. Now I want you to really squeeze and tighten up your bicep. So squeeze, 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 and then release it. And then just bring your hand back on your lap, close your eyes. Can you tell the difference between your right arm and your right fingers compared to your left arm and your left fingers? Maybe your right arm feels a little bit tingly, might feel a little bit warmer, right? Maybe you don't feel anything at all, that's okay. Just start to notice and become aware of these sensations in your body. Take a big inhale, just sigh it out. Another big inhale through the nose, sigh it out. Last one, big inhale, sigh it out. Good, and then let's pick up your left hand, spread your fingers wide, maybe wiggle your fingers a little bit. Good, and then just start to make circles, just opening up the wrist. Good, make sure your spine is nice and tall. You're lifting your ribs up out of the pelvis. Good, and then change the direction of the circle. Good. Might hear some little snap, crackle, pops. And then flip your palm up towards the ceiling. Take your other hand, grab your thumb, and just give it a little gentle pull down. And then the first finger, give it a pull. And the middle finger. And the ring finger. Good, and the baby finger. And now take all of your free hand, pull all the fingers back so that you get a little wrist stretch. Good. And then release, give it a shake. And then let's really work that bicep. So tighten up, make a fist, feel your bicep. You can take your free hand and just feel, really squeeze your bicep. Squeeze, 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 and then release. Good. All right, so we're gonna work our feet a little bit. Hopefully you can see my feet. I tried hard to get my feet in here, but so all we're gonna do is lift your toes up. Lift your toes up and then down. Lift your toes up and down. Make sure your spine is tall, chest is broad and open. Just lift your toes up and then down, up, and down. So what do you feel when you lift your toes up? Hopefully you're feeling your shin activate, right? Do you feel your shin, the front bone of your leg? Maybe feel a bit of the shin. So just keep lifting the toes up. Good, last one. Good, now we're just gonna lift the heel up and really squeeze and then drop the heel down, lift the heel up and drop it down. So both feet going together, lift, squeeze. So start to notice, what do you feel now? Do you feel the calf muscle working? Yeah. So lift up, squeeze and down. Last one, up, squeeze and down. Good. Arms go wide out to the side. Look up at the ceiling, palms face up, really arch your back. On the exhale, we're going to pick up our right knee and squeeze it in. See if you can bring your nose to your knee. Pull your belly button in. Good. Then let your foot go down. Inhale, the arms wide and high. Look up at the sky, arch your back. Exhale, start to round. Grab your left knee. See if you can bring your nose towards your knee. Really pull your belly button in, round. Good. Let's do it a couple more times. Inhale, arms wide. Look up at the sky. Exhale, grab your right knee. Squeeze it in, nose to knee. Good. Let it go. Inhale, arms go wide and high. Look up at the sky. Exhale, grab onto your knee, nose to knee. Good. Inhale, arms wide. Good. Exhale, grab the right knee. Good. Now we're just going to hold it here. Really pull your belly button and try to round, tuck your chin towards your chest. Good. Now lift your chin, look just straight ahead. Keep holding onto your knee. So you're going to pull your knee away so your arms go straight, but then grow tall. Grow tall. Belly's engaged. And then we're just going to point and flex the foot. Point and flex. So now you should be feeling the shin and the calf, right? Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Now let's make circles. See if you can make a really big, wide circle. I can feel some snap, crackling, and popping going on in my ankle. Good. So keep doing nice, slow, big circles. And now let's change the direction of the circle. Go the other way. Try to go as slow as you can. Really get a full circle with the toes, working out that ankle, getting all that synovial fluid around the joint. Good. And then come back. Good. Now give it another hug in and then let the leg go down. Good. Arms go wide to the side. Look up, arch your back. Exhale. Grab onto the left knee, nose to knee. Now really squeeze it. We're going to hold it here. Squeeze your knee in towards your chest. Tuck your chin. Maybe even see if you can get your nose or your forehead towards your knee. Really squeeze it in. This is working the hip. Good. And then lift your chin. Look straight ahead. Let your arms straighten. So your knees just kind of hanging there. And then let's point and flex. So notice, is your back rounded? Is your chest collapsed? You want to pull up. And then just point and flex your foot. Point and flex, and notice the shin, then the calf, both muscles working. Good. See if you can really spread your toes too when you're lifting the toes up. Good. Now start to make circles, nice and slow. 3 or 4 times in the one direction. And can you notice a difference between your right ankle and the left ankle? Yeah, maybe you've had an old injury or something. So change the direction of the circle. Go nice and slow. Good. And then give it another squeeze in. And then release it down. Good. Arms go wide. Good. Exhale and let your hands just straight to the side. Good. So let's just roll the shoulders. So kind of get your elbows. I'm just going to roll the shoulders a couple of times. Good. And let's change the direction. So bring your elbows forward. Good. Good. And then let your arms just dangle to the side and take your shoulders up, back, and then down. Good. Now slowly, we're going to drop our right ear down to our right shoulder. And then take your left hand out to the side and kind of give it a pull away. Maybe start to flip your palm up And then flip your palm down, nice and slow, really stretching out that neck muscle. Good. Nice and slow, up and down. Good. Now maybe keep the palm facing up and drop your chin down slightly. Can you feel a different part of your neck stretching? And then maybe look up. Good. And then let's look down. And then look up. And then let your left hand just fall down to your side. Use your right hand to pull your head back up. And then just close your eyes for a minute and notice what you notice on each side of the neck. I can feel a little more tingling, a little more warmth on the left side, the one we just worked. And then open your eyes. Let's shrug the shoulders up, back, and down. And now take your left ear down to the left shoulder. Really let it feel heavy. And then sweep the right arm out to the side and give it a little pull away. It's amazing how all the muscles are interconnected. And then just nice and slow, flip your palm up and then flip your palm down. Up and down. Good. Up and down. Up and down. Good. Now keep the palm facing up. Give it a pull away and slowly just start to drop your chin down towards your collarbone. Keep reaching your right hand away. Feel that nice stretch through the neck. And then maybe nice and slow, start to look up. Good. And then look down. And then look up. And down. Last one, up. And down. And then let the arm drape to the floor. Use your left hand to kind of push your head back up to center. And now hands on the thighs, just close your eyes and just notice what you notice. Right? Grow a little bit taller, pull your belly button in, slowly open your eyes. We're going to reach our hands forward and grab onto the knees, tuck your chin and round your back, kind of lean back. Feel that nice spreading of the shoulder blades. And then tug your elbows into your waistline, lift up and arch your back, look up at the sky. Good, and then tuck the chin, start to round the back. Think of a bar right at your waistline and the bar is pulling back towards the back of your chair. Good, and then elbows to the waistline, lift up, arch your back, squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back. And then nice and slow, tuck the chin, round the back. Good, really hold onto your knees and lean back a little bit. 2 more times. So inhale, arch and lift. This is cow pose. And then tuck the chin, round the back. This is angry cat. Let's do it one more time with the breath. Inhale, lift and arch. Exhale, tuck the chin and round the back. Good, and then come back to center. Good, heel toe your feet a little bit wider apart. Hands are gonna go on your thighs. We're gonna bring the opposite shoulder down to the knee. So let's bring our right shoulder over towards our left knee. And you're using your right hand to kind of push your right thigh away. So this is good. This is a hip opener. This is a slight spinal twist. It's a shoulder opener. Good, and then inhale, come back up. And then exhale, let's take the left shoulder to the right knee. Good, now use your hand to push that left thigh away. Try to lengthen through the spine. So the spine is nice and long. You might be feeling this in your inner groins a little bit. Good, and then inhale, come back up. We're gonna do it one more time each side. Right shoulder to left knee. Good, and just hold it here. Keep the spine long. Think of that string pulling your spine nice and long. Good, and then use your hands to push to lift your torso up. And then let's switch last side, left shoulder to right knee. Good, and twist. Keep the spine nice and long. Good, and then use your hands to push to come all the way back up. Let's heel toe our feet back in. We're gonna take our hands, so have your palms kind of wide. We're gonna take our hands to the outside of your thighs, grow tall, shoulders are on the back, and I want you to push your thighs into your hands. So you're pushing your thighs out and you're gonna resist. So hold it, hold it, hold it, yep, hold it, hold it, hold it, and relax. Good, so this, you should be feeling that your biceps are working, but also the outer edges of your leg muscles. So now we're gonna take the hands on the inside. For me, it's easier if my palms are facing each other, and we're gonna squeeze our legs in this time. So pause so you're not rounded. Make sure you grow tall, shoulders on the back. Now squeeze your legs in, resist with the hands. Squeeze, 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 and release. Yeah. Yeah, so that really works the arm, but it really works the inner groins too. So hopefully everybody has their shoes off, and I want you to just grab your sock. Grab your sock. Linda, you know what we're doing, right? Because you've been practicing this. So just throw your sock on the ground. So one key component of having good balance is having healthy feet, right? Once you start getting arthritis in your toes, it's hard to keep good balance. So we want to keep our joints in our toes lubricated. So one easy activity is to just pick up stuff with your feet. So when I teach kids yoga, we have these little balls all over, and they have to go and pick them up and put them in a bucket. So we're just gonna grab on with our toes and see if you can pick up your sock and then just let it go. And if you don't, Heinz Feet Farms, if you don't have your shoes off, just spread your toes in your shoes and then close them up again. You don't wanna do this. So just keep dropping, picking your sock up and then drop it again. And I'm making it look easy. It's not really very easy. Yeah. So important to keep healthy toes for our balance. Yeah. So this is going to be everybody's homework before you go to bed tonight. When you're taking your socks off at your bed, I want you to keep practicing, because you will get better at it. You will get better at it. Now let's switch feet. Try your other leg now. So switch to your other foot, and you might notice one foot is easier to do this than the other foot. So if you find one foot, or maybe you find you're getting a bit of cramps. So if you get cramps, just pause and kind of roll out the feet. Good, last one. Good, and then just set your sock aside again. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So let's pick up your right knee again. Give it a hug in. Good. And then we're going to cross the ankle over the left knee. Now think of that string pulling you nice and tall. Take your hands to your ribs, and we're going to lift your ribs up out of your pelvis. Just kind of wiggle a little bit, really lift it up. And when you let your hands go, keep it lifted. Good. Tuck the chin slightly, lengthen up through the back of the skull. And just this pose here, your right foot is flexed. So you're drawing your toes back towards your shin. And already I can feel this in my hips. Hopefully you can feel this in your hips too. If you're not feeling it in your hips, think of a string right around your heart, and it's going to guide you forward. So we're not rounding. We're not going to collapse. You want to keep your chest broad and open and just lean forward. And then you'll really feel it. I can really feel it in my right hip Specifically, this gets into the glutes. Give the glutes a nice stretch. And then just close your eyes, soften and breathe. All right, let the breath take you home. I looked up the definition of home, and it's all the things that we kind of expect, but one was home is the place that you flourish, right? The place you feel safe. Good, take one more big breath and then inhale, come up. Good, on the exhale, we're gonna lift our right leg up and over and then take it out to the side. And then let's heel toe your left leg over a little bit. So we've got kind of a nice wide V. Ooh, I got a little cramp in my hip. Good, now take your left forearm to your right thigh, or sorry, to your left thigh. So left forearm to left thigh. And if you can't, if that's too much to bend it, just have your arms straight here. And then we're going to reach the right hand up to the sky. So already with this, your right foot is flexed. Good. And now let's take your arm over your head. Yeah. So I really feel a yummy stretch all the way along your right side body, especially around the hip. Hopefully you guys feel that too. So soften your face. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and side out through the mouth. Big breath in through the nose, side out through the mouth. Last one, big breath in, side out. Now reach your right hand up to the sky and then out to the side and use it to pull you all the way back up. Good, and then grab onto your right leg and bend it. Good. Now start to wiggle your left leg out to the side. Flex your left foot. Ooh, every time I do that, I get a cramp. We've been walking a lot, so I think I'm getting a few cramps. Then take your right forearm and place it on your right thigh, or you can just have your right arm straight on your right thigh. So whatever feels better. And then take the left arm out to the side and then nice and slow up and over. So your left foot is flexed. And then think of that water skiing arm. Your left arm is being pulled by a water ski boat. So really stretch it long. Put a little more weight into your right hand or right forearm. So you're really leaning. You should feel the really good stretch all the way along the right side, or sorry, left side body. Good, let's take a big breath in through the nose. Exhale it out. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Last one, inhale and exhale. Good, now take the hand up to the sky and then out to the side and use your hand to pull you all the way back up. Good, grab onto your knee, plant the foot, and then heel toe both feet back into center. Okay, so I told you I've been going, we brought our dogs, so we've been going for lots of walks. So we're just gonna start, we're gonna pump our arms, but opposite hand to knee. So opposite arm and knee. So we're just gonna take nice slow walks. It's like we're walking through the mud. So feel your feet touch the ground. Good, now we're gonna pick up. The dog's walking a little faster, so we gotta walk a little faster. Good, try to do opposite arm with leg. Good, now a little bit faster. Good, a little bit faster. Okay, now really run. Run, 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 run. So if you can't get your cardio in, you can still do this. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. A little bit further. Run, 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 and stop. Good. Close your eyes, smile, and just feel, can you feel how your heart really is working there? You feel the blood circulating around the body a little more. So important to do that cardio. And look at how much we did. And that was only just a few seconds, right? If you do that every every hour, every couple of hours, if you're stuck inside, just to get the heart rate going and get the blood pumping through your body. So healthy. Good. Turn the edges of the mouth up into a little half smile. Take a big breath in through the nose and exhale, just sigh it out. Big breath in through the nose and sigh it out. Last one, big breath in through the nose and sigh it out. Good. Slowly open your eyes and let's heel toe the feet back wide again. Good. Now we're just going to lean forward. Really keep the spine nice and long. And then maybe you can drop one forearm and then maybe the other forearm. Like you're a football player and you're leaning in to discuss what the next play is going to be. So keep your gaze straight down. And then maybe take one hand to the floor. And if your hand doesn't go to the floor easily, just keep your elbows on your thighs. But see if you can take your hands to the floor, or if you've got a table in front of you, you can put the hands on the table. And then just nice and slow, keep the spine long, but start to lower towards the floor. This is really good for our back, especially our lower back. Think of a weight on the crown of your head, letting the head get heavy. So you get a little traction in your neck. You can shake your head no. Nice and slow, shake your head yes. So we're reversing the blood flow here. They say after the age of 30, the blood flow to the brain decreases significantly. So it's good to turn upside down every now and again. Good, now nice and slow. We're gonna keep our gaze down, but bring one elbow back up to the thigh. Keep your gaze down, the other elbow. Now place one hand on your thigh. Keep your gaze down, the other hand on your thigh. Slowly lift your chin. Keep your gaze down. And then look straight ahead. Right, so if you got dizzy or saw little lights when you did that, keep your gaze down all the way till the end. And even when I say lift your chin, don't lift your chin yet. Keep your gaze down until it clears, and then you can lift your chin and start to open up. Okay, heel toe your feet back to center. Just gonna do one more foot exercise. So let's grab onto your right knee, give it a hug in, squeeze it in, and then cross your ankle again. So I remember I used to do this with Heinz Feet Farms a lot. We're gonna open our toes. So we've got our right ankle or our right foot lifted. So now you take your left hand and you're just gonna weave your fingers between each toe. And this is like the sock trick. It sounds easier than it is to try to weave those fingers through all of your toes. And you want to try to get them down in there and then kind of wiggle around. This again is really good for preventing arthritis. The more you wiggle around, we get the circulation flowing among the toes. So try to bring your fingers as far down as you can and then just give them a wiggle around. And it could be a little painful, so go slow. But again, it's like anything, the more you do it, the easier it gets. Good, and then just release your fingers and let's just pull your toes back and then curl them forward. So you're pointing your toe, but just put a little pressure and then draw your toes back. So you're flexing your foot and kind of pull your toes back with your hands and then point the toe and then use the hand on top to really point it. And then take both of your hands and just kind of give a little pat all over your foot, give it a pat, and then maybe a little more firmer massage. Good. And then release that foot and close your eyes and notice the difference between your right foot and the left foot. Doesn't your right foot feel more alive? You can feel some tingling. And then open your eyes and let's take the arms wide and high. Arch your back, lift your chest, and then grab onto your left knee, hug it in, and then cross the ankle. Good, and flex your foot. And then take your right hand and just try to weave the fingers through. You might have to use your other hand to really spread them so you can get all the fingers in. Yeah, it's hard. And then just wiggle the fingers around a little bit. So this is a great thing to do while you're watching TV or watching a movie, you know, just to really get some movement in those toes to help us with our balance. Good, and then release the fingers and just kind of give a little pat. And then a little massage. And then flex the foot and use your other hand to pull the toes back. And then point the toe and use your hand to kind of really over point the toe. You can feel a nice stretch in the top of the foot. And then flex your foot, pull the toes back, and then point. Good, and then release. Good. Let's turn to the side. Just do a quick twist here. Turn to the side, we're almost done. So take both hands and you're gonna place them on the back of the chair. And now pause, root down through your sit bones, grow tall through the spine, and then slowly start to twist. So visualize your outer ribs pulling towards the back of the chair. And then grow a little bit taller, move the chest towards the back of the chair, grow a little bit taller, the shoulders, grow a little bit taller, and the head is the last thing. Good, twist, 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 and then come all the way up, and then we're gonna walk all the way back to center, and then turn your feet all the way over to the other side. Good, take both hands on the back of your chair. Now pause here and really sit heavy, grow tall, and then think of these outer ribs pushing or pulling towards the back of the chair. And then grow a little bit taller, move your chest, grow a little bit taller, move the shoulders, grow a little bit taller, the head is the last thing that turns. Good, and then slowly come all the way back to center. We've got time for a couple of balancing poses. So I'm not sure, you might not be able to see all of me, but let's just stand up behind your chair. And let's stretch out the calf muscles. So step your right leg back behind you and we'll feel a nice stretch through the calf. So start to bend your front leg bends forward, your hands are on the chair, your spine is long. And then push back with that right heel. Pull your right heel towards the floor. So you should be feeling this in the back leg calf. Good. And then step forward and switch legs. So left leg goes back, bend your front knee, and then really pull the heel towards the floor. Try to keep your chest lifted up. Good, pull that heel towards the floor. This is a good one if you've been walking a lot. Good, one more breath. Good, and then step forward, and then let's try tree pose. So think of that string pulling your spine nice and long, your hands stay on the chair, and you're just going to lift your right foot so that your toe is on the floor and the heel comes into the inner part of your leg. And then maybe try taking one hand up off the chair, maybe take two hands up off the chair. Really keep your core strong. Use your drishti. So find something out in front of you. I'm looking at, we have a plant here. I'm just staring at the plant. Good, and then release. Good, shake it out and let's switch sides. Good, so stand tall. This is mountain pose, Tadasana, mountain pose. And then nice and slow, lift your left foot up so that just your big toe is resting on the floor and the heel is coming to the inner part of your right ankle. And now engage your abs, grow tall, and then stare at something straight ahead. And then play with taking one hand off and then maybe the other hand off. Really work your balance. If you feel a little tippy, then keep one hand down on the chair. Just play around with it a little bit. Good, and then release. Keep both hands on the chair and we're gonna walk away from your chair. Good, so that your spine, your hands, your spine, and your booty all come into one line. And maybe you wag your tail a little bit, press your palms down into the back of the chair. Should feel good on your armpits. Give your armpits a little stretch. And think of pulling your hips away from the chair. And maybe just wag your tail nice and slow. Keep your belly strong. Good, now keep your left hand on the chair. We're gonna let your right hand just fall towards the floor and then bring it over to your left shin. And we're gonna pull on your leg and see if you can look under your left armpit for a twist. Keep your belly engaged and then slowly face the floor. Bring your hand back up on the back of the chair. Good, press down with both arms and stretch the spine long. Now keep the right hand on the chair. Let your left hand just fall to the floor. Good, now cross it across the body and grab the right shin. Good, now pull the spine long and start to twist, looking under the right armpit. Keep the spine nice and long, your arms long and straight. Press down with the right hand. Good, and then slowly turn to face the floor. Place your hand back up on the chair, and then let's slowly round up and walk back towards your chair. Good, that's a good one to do before bed too. So come back on your chair and we're gonna sit all the way back. Lean all the way back, hands are resting. So if your feet don't touch the floor, it's nice to put blocks or books under your feet so that they're resting easily. And then just lean back, tuck the chin in slightly, lengthen up through the back of the skull, and then just soften your face. Just let your whole face relax. Just notice if your teeth are clenched together. Just let the lower jaw soften away from the upper jaw. Just let the tongue relax in your mouth. Can you relax the muscles of your face just a little bit more? Feel the neck and shoulders relax. Feel the arms get heavy. The hands get heavy. The legs get heavy. Feel the feet get heavy. Whole body is soft and relaxed and at home. Home is where the heart is. Allow yourself moments every day just to get still and to come home. Lean your back into the chair, the support of the chair. Take one more big breath in through the nose and then just sigh it out. Big breath in through the nose, sigh it out. Last one, big breath in through the nose, sigh it out. And then hands come in front of your heart. Bow your head. Thank you for sharing this last hour with me. May you take time every day to get still and turn inwards and come home. Good. Gently lift the chin, open your eyes. Thanks for coming, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Okay. Good. So I'll see you. I think Gina's up next week. So I'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Yeah, enjoy your holiday and